Alright, welcome back guys. It's Dante at Ferrigno Freedom Channel, and I just wanted to come and share with you something I'm doing because I don't have a chance to do this very often, because you only get so many bones when you order a whole cow, and this time I had a half cow, so I had to split it with somebody. But I've got a few leg bones here that have a lot of delicious marrow in them, and today I've been doing a fat fast. All I've eaten today is about a whole stick of butter. I know this sounds really weird to anybody who has never heard of this, but fat fasting is actually a great way to control your appetite when you're trying to do a type of fast where you're still getting the nutrients that you need, but without having to process a bunch of protein. That processing of protein, from what I understand, is what raises your blood glucose level. And over the past couple of months, I've put on a few pounds. Now there's a couple of things I might be able to attest that to. It could be just the fact that I'm eating more. It could be the fact that I've been adding Redmond smoked salt to all my steaks, and that makes me want to eat more. I've been getting away from eating anything other than strict lion diet, with the exception of grass-fed butter and eggs. But I'm getting back to my regular Redmond real salt, just so I can see if I can get that appetite under control. Because I usually eat about 2 pounds of meat on my diet, and it's been great for my overall physique and the way I feel and giving me the energy I need and everything. But I found that I've just been eating more lately, and I think that might be simply the caloric intake that's either bumping me up, or it could be a cephalic phase insulin release, which is basically the same thing that happens when you eat artificial sweeteners and your body still treats it as if you're eating sugar. Your pancreas starts to produce insulin, which starts to take glucose from the blood, which I still have glucose in my blood even though the only thing I eat is meat. It starts to convert that glucose and put it into your cells and start storing fat. I've noticed I've picked up a little around my midsection over the past couple of months, and I'm just trying to get that under control. So strictly beef for me, and today I'm doing a fat fast so I can get started the right way, because I want to go into May with a very strict version of lion diet and see if I can get this stuff back under control, because I don't need this extra here. I'd like to keep it off. I got it off at the end of last year, and then I started to put it back on, so I'm just wanting to get it back under control. I've had friends of mine recommend cooking this in the oven, but as of yet I still don't have an oven because my house is still being built. So I'm going to use the old reliable air fryer today and see how they come out. I don't need a tray for this. We're going to eat the marrow right out of the bone. As you can see, it's got a nice thick strip of marrow. This is a leg bone from a cow, and the trick is to not get that marrow to get too liquefied so that it doesn't run all over. I want to be able to eat it like a butter. Let's see if we can do that today. We're just going to add a little bit of Redmond salt here. Alright, let's set it for 400 degrees, and we'll go for 15 minutes initially and see how that does. And get started on this fat fast. Alright, this finished cooking about a minute ago. I wanted to let it sit for a minute. Oh man, it looks good. I'm not really sure if it went a full 15 minutes. Our power went out for a minute and I had to restart it. I think it might have gone a little longer than 15 minutes. Let's take a look at what we got here. I'm going to give it a try right out of the bone. I've had marrow by itself before, and typically a spoon works a little better than a fork. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Oh, I'm excited about this. Man, does that look good. Just melts in your mouth. Man, oh man. That couldn't have come out any better. I'll tell you, man, I was so nervous it was going to liquefy and I wouldn't be able to get a nice big scoop like that. Bone is still very hot, but you can see it's a little liquefied on the inside here, and I'm going to get that too, but oh, this is just perfect. I guess for some people who don't like the fat part of a steak, they might not like this as much, but I love it, and I like the fat part of a steak too, whether it's crispy or not. This reminds me of eating a scallop or an oyster. Still a little hot. Let me see if I can get the liquid out of it. Yeah, the liquid's a good temperature. It's just the bone is so hot. I don't want to waste a drop. Oh, it's so good. All right, let's see how deep down we can get into this one. When Miles over at Big Mo Cattle recommended this to me, this is exactly what he said it would taste like. Beefy butter. And that is literally what it tastes like. Oh no! Get it, Sam. These dogs have gotten so spoiled since I started eating this way. Oh, such a delicacy. Not enough. But so good and so worth the effort. Just like I used to always say with oysters though, they never last long enough. Well, between this and water and salt the rest of the day and the butter that I had earlier, my fat fast is off to a great start. But anyway, that's it for now. I just wanted to have that, and I wanted to be able to share that with you before I ate the last of the bones that I had from my last half cow order from Big Mo Cattle. I'm fixing to go work on my KetoCon videos so I can share with you all the exciting things that we did there. And I'll see you next time.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?